Welcome to another episode of Bargain Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at the Superdome, which I got in this collection of 25 movies. Now, based on the box art and the DVD that's on top, Legends of the Old West, Stories of the Century, you have to ask yourself, right, why on earth is Superdome in this collection? A movie about football, of all things. Seriously, what does football have to do with the Wild West? I mean, is there a connection going to be, well, the Texas Rangers in this movie? Bullshit. You never see a single Texas Ranger, so you can't tell me that's your connection to the Wild West. The football team called the Rangers is playing in the Super Bowl. That's bullshit connection. Seriously, this belongs in a sports... It doesn't even belong in a sports collection. Seriously, this movie has almost nothing to do with football. Football is a plot point, yes, but it's all about rigging the Super Bowl, so we never see a single play in the actual Super Bowl. We don't even know who won to know if the Mafia's efforts to murder people and all that stuff even mattered. The movie is just too boring to care anyway. And that's almost the only thing I have to say. This movie will bore you to tears. I mean, it's just that bad. I mean, it's watchable, but it'll bore the living shit out of you. I mean, it's almost 90 minutes of almost nothing happening. Yes, people die. Yes, people get drugged. But almost none of it seems like it really matters. So you're like, just come on, move. Can we get to the part where the killer gets caught? And you have to wait almost 90 minutes for the chase scene to start for this. Like, damn, just end it. This feels like a movie that should have been that had subplots that should have been entirely cut out because they're almost completely pointless. The whole wife-husband stuff about them having a falling out because they haven't made love for so long, just cut it. It's not interesting, and I didn't need to see that. I mean, this is a movie that's main focus should be on the mystery subplot about a murderer running around killing people in order to rig the Super Bowl. That should be what you're focusing on, movie. Don't throw me in a subplot about romantic issues, because it has no place in this movie. At least not with the way they had set up. And they already had a romance going on between the killer and a person connected to the Cougars, so there was almost no reason to throw in that subplot at all besides padding. But they also added another padding subplot, one about a guy trying to get a count with the star quarterback for the Cougars, because he works at an ad agency. And you're like, let's pad the movie out more with that subplot. And you're like, no, don't. We don't need more subplots. The basic gist of murdering people to rig the Super Bowl alone could be a plot for a movie. You don't need to add in additional subplots. And yet there's 3 of them on top of the whole murder mystery going on. They don't feel like they really go anywhere or mean anything. Yes, they're connected, but they're connected so loosely that you could start pulling them out, and it wouldn't really affect the story that much. Just don't watch this movie. I mean, it's just that boring that you don't want to watch it. There's just much better movies like The Longest Yard or whatever. I mean, the most impressive thing about this movie at all might be the fact that Dick Butkus is in it, one of the most famous football players for the Chicago Bears ever. And that's it. Until next week, then. See ya.
What am I going to do?